Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Today is episode 187 of the Level Up program, day number 28 of the Brown Belt. If you're new to the program here, this is all about learning how to shoot the dice and practice a trend-based betting system. And if you're playing along with Crapsee, the code today is B3G5H9. And in the chat, we have Uncle Hoku and George from CY. Welcome. So, guys, we're going to be practicing again from stick left one today. We're going to be doing our Yuri grip with our par style toss. And again, this whole week is to be focusing on the 3-2-3-6 dice set and interpreting the results of the set. Once we get that down comfortably, which we are getting down comfortably, I'll go over really quickly how I'm doing that. But once we get it down really comfortably, we're going to be going back to George from CY's chart next week. And I'm going to try to analyze that chart over the week here. So next week when we come back, we're going to try to get it simplified. Try to figure out a way to know what our next dice set's going to be a little bit faster. And I'll hopefully be able to translate that over to you guys. Again, with our 3-2-3-6 dice set, our axis numbers on the left die is going to be the 1 on the outside, the 6 on the inside. On the right die is going to be the 2 on the inside and the 5 on the outside. So just remember 1, 6, 2, 5. If you see the 1, 6 on the left die or the 2, 5 on the right die, that means that the dice are off axis. Remember the tops are 3s on both of them, the bottoms are 4s on both of them. And then the other numbers will be the face or the backs. So something to kind of keep in mind, keep in the back of your mind when you're throwing a dice and trying to interpret a dice at the table when you're using this dice set. So let's get set on Crapsee here. We're going to start off with a $15 pass line bet. We're going to go with a $3 craps check. We're going to go 5-5-5 on an ATS. And this is what I would normally start off with my shooting at my local casino in Green Bay. So all bet set, and let's go dice out. So we got 3-2-3-6. Again, we're going to stick left one position. We're going to make sure that the dice are squared to the table, squared to the back wall. We're going to try to get it close to that landing zone or on that landing zone. That was a little short, but we have a 3, 5, 8, the easy 8. So 8 will be our first point. And yesterday we had 3 decent rolls. We had 4 shooters, 3 decent rolls, better than average. So with this point of 8, we're going to go with 66 inside to start off with. So that's going to be $15 on that 5, $15 on a 9, 18 on that 6, and we're going to put $10 on a place 10, $10 on a place 4. So we have $98 on the table at the current moment. Again, we're going to go back with that 3-2-3-6, but that last roll here was an implosion of the right die. So the left die was on axis primary, and then we imploded. So that we're going to consider that a 1 die off axis. So 3-2-3-6, and all bet set. Okay, we're rolling the dice back. We're just on the fingertips of the middle finger and thumb, and we gently place the index and the ring finger on the dice. Dice land, they split apart, but we have a 5-1 mixer. Chris from Sideshow Gamble. And that would be a single pitch on that right die. I'm sorry, the left die, and a single pitch on the right die. So basically what happened is it was actually a double pitch if you really take, actually no, it was a primary hit. I'm sorry, there was a primary hit. Both dice rolled towards me. So that was a primary hit. Both of them are on axis. So that 6 is going to allow us to press 22 inside pressure. So hopefully you guys are having no problems with Crapsee. I see that 1 or 2 of you guys have jumped out and got back in. So hopefully that works out for you guys. But anyway, we go 22 pressure. We got $20 on a 5 and 9. We got 10 on the 4 and 10. 24 on that 6. We'll pick up $10 in pass line odds. And we'll call that all bets set here. And again, we're looking for one more hit here, and then we're going to come down on our bets to the 44 inside bet level. And that's, again, because at my local, it is a $10 casino. I do go with a low bankroll when I go. My buy-in is usually between $400 to $500 to start with. Hit the mixing bowl just slightly, guys, and we ended up with a 437. Ouch. So that is a double pitch of the dice. So the left die double pitch, the right one stayed primary. 2 ways that you can get a 7 basically with this 3V set. One is if you have an implosion or an explosion of the dice and a single pitch, so that shows you a 7. The other way is with that double pitch. So if the die double pitches, that's where your 3 4s come from. So something to kind of consider. That double pitch does not happen very often with me, so I'm not terribly concerned with it right now. Good morning, replay fan. Again, we're going to go $15 pass line bet. We're going to go 555 on the ATS, $3 craps check. Now let's see if we can get a little bit of length to the roll. Just like yesterday, we had a short first roll, and then our next 3 rolls were actually longer. They're all double digits after that. So let's see if we can repeat those results. And I'll bet set. Dice out. And we have a 3-6 center field 9. I like the energy in the dice there. They came, hit the wall, rested right up against the wall, so there was no rolling around there. And that's a primary on that left die. And that is a single pitch on the right die. So we're going to call that a single pitch. Again, we're going to go with the 66 inside bet level. $10 on the 4 and 10. We are not doing any pass line odds right now. Okay, and we'll call it all bet set. 3 2 3 6 is the dice set. So when I'm doing this, guys, I'm trying to analyze the dice. Try to figure it out as well in your mind when we're doing this, so that way it becomes second nature. It becomes easier to interpret the dice. The dice they cross at the back of the table there. We have a 3-2 Justice 5, Justice Gen. So 5 will be our point. Nope, 5 is our first hit. And that's going to be one dice off axis. Our right die went off axis. It actually exploded. And the right die stayed the left die stayed primary. So that's going to allow us to go 22 pressure inside. We're going to pick up $10 in pass line odds. We're keeping the 4 and 10 at $10. So hopefully we get a second hit here now so we can come back down to the 44 inside bet level. 3 2 3 6, dice out. And we got a 3-5 easy 8. 8 came easy. So again, we have one die off axis. That left one stayed primary. The right one imploded. So that's a nice hit for us. We're able to come down to the 44 inside bet level now. So we'll take our bets down. We're going to go 44 inside. Oh, I did that wrong. 44 inside. We're going to go $10 on the 4 and 10. So at the current moment, we have $46 brought back to the rack, 84 on the table. So we're going to have to probably take 2 more hits here in order to get back to that break-even point or close to it. So 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bet set. So slow day on YouTube today. There's only 5 people watching. It's kind of amazing how I can have like 5 or 6 one day, and the next day I'll have like 26 people watching. Must be the day of the week. Tuesdays is a slow day usually. So dice out. Oops. Let's regroup those dice. They did not feel comfortable. They're kind of splitting apart a little bit on me. Again. There we go. And another 3, 5, easy 8. Same result, left or right die went off axis. So you, like I said, my normal dice throw, and I keep on repeating, is 1 die off axis, which is fine with this as long as we stay away from that single pitch. So that's going to allow us to pressure the 6 and 8 up to $18. So we're going to add 1 unit to each. I noticed that I was going to collect, but I want to get a little bit of money on here. I want to get to the 96 level. So we have $60 brought back, 96 on the table. Again, 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bet set. And we got a Old Bay bushel, hard 10, 5, 5. So we're just going to collect that one to get a little bit more money back into the rack. So we can get closer to that break-even point. So we've got 78 brought back to the rack, 96 on the table, so we'll need 1 more collect yet. And that was an implosion on that right die. It was a single pitch on the left die. 3, 2, 3, 6. And I'll bet set. Nice to hit a 6 or 8, so that would definitely bring us into the profit. And we did not. We got a 3, 4, 7 again, another double pitch. So that is not my normal 7. So something is going on with that. I think my wrist is actually tilted slightly to the right when I'm releasing it. That's why the last 2 dice kind of veered off towards the left there. Remember, if they both go left, that means your wrist is twisted to the right slightly. If they both go right, that means that your wrist is slightly twisted to the left. So it's something to kind of remember. So again, let's do this once. Let's go with the, we'll just go $10 pass line this time. We're going to do it slightly different. We're not going to do any ATS bets right now. We're going to go with a $2 craps check. 3, 2, 3, 6. And it is definitely a slow start for me today. And all bet set. That was a little bit better. That left die did come off a little bit farther from the table. We got a 5, 3, 8. easy 8 again. That is the third easy 8, I believe, that we've gone today. Fourth one, actually. No, we had, yeah, that was the fourth 5-3. So let's talk about consistency there. So out of the 10 rolls, we got an 8 4 times. So it's almost half of the rolls so far. We're going to go with the 110 inside bet level. This could be 25 on the 5 and 9. We're going to go $30 on that 6. We're going to pick up the pass line odds for 20 bucks. And we're going to go 10 on the 10, 10 on that 4. So again, that was a single pitch and a primary, so we ended up with a single pitch there. 3-2, 3-6, and dice out. Good morning, Arnell. I'll bet set. And dice out. And we got a 2-6 Duracell 8. Go out and support free live craps. So we're on that 8 again. 8 is definitely a dominant number. That's the first 2-6 that we threw today, though. All the rest of them have been the 5-3 varieties. So that is our point. Get paid out on that pass line. And we're going to keep that pass line at $10. We're going to go again with a $2 craps check. And once we get a point established, we're going to come down to the 88 inside bet level. So that one there was a single pitch on both dice. So that was actually a primary hit. So 3-2, 3-6. We had a 2-6 on the last one, so that was definitely a primary hit. And I'll bet set. Dice out. And we got a 4-2-6. So our point will be 6. Definitely hitting those inside numbers here today. 2x4. So that was a double pitch on the left die. That was a explosion on the right die, so it's one die off axis. We're going to bring our bets down. We're going to go with the 88 inside bet level. It's $20 on the 5 and 9, 24 on that 8. We're going to go $15 pass line odds. We're going to pick the 4 and 10 up for $10 a piece. And we'll go all bets set here as soon as we get the dice set. 3-2, 3-6. All bets set. Good morning, SJ. A little bit short on that landing zone, but we have a 1-6 mixer, KitchenAid mixer this time. So that's going to be an implosion on that right die and implosion on the left die. So that's a double implosion. That is something I normally do not throw, so I'm kind of curious to see what happened on that one. Again, we hit that point, so we buckshotted that point right away. That's 2 points made on this shooter already, and we're only 4 rolls in, so that's pretty profitable there. We're going to bring all of our bets down as soon as we get to come out, so we can go into our 44 inside, because that was after our regression. We're sticking with that $10 pass line bet. We're going to go with the $2 craps check here on the come out. And we'll go 3-2, 3-6. And I'll bet set. Dice up. Oh, we hit that mixing bowl. The dice did cross after they landed, but we have a 1, 3, 4 Big Joe from Crapsee Journey. So we have a 1, 3, 4. 4 will be our new point. We used to throw a ton of 4s, not so much anymore. So we're going to bring our bets down, and we're going to go to the 44 inside bet level. So that's going to be $10 on the 5 and 9, $12 on the 6 and 8. We'll pick up that 10 for $10. So we have $56 brought back to the rack, 64 on the table. And since we're down on our bets, we're going to collect the next one. And by the way, that was an implosion on that left die, and that was a primary on the right die, so it was 1 dice off axis. All bets set. And dice out. And we've got another 6-2 Duracell 8. That was kind of a weird one. Both went down, landed where they're supposed to land, but that left one kind of lagged behind the right one and bounced the right one into the wall twice. So the right one went up, hit the wall, came down, and bounced back up again because that left one bounced it in. So that was a 6-2. So that would be an explosion of that left die and an implosion or explosion. It's a double explosion there, guys. Double explosion of the dice. So the 8 hit. We're going to pick both the 8 and no, that was a collect. We're going to stay in profit here. So we're going to $70 brought back, 64 in the rack. Now we're going to start pressing up from here. So we'll back again to 3, 2, 3, 6. All bets set and dice out. Put the dice down. They kind of split apart a little bit on me. So we'll regrip them. And dice out. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. Again, those dice kind of went a little bit into the mixing bowl, just on the edge of it. That's a single pitch on the left die. That's a primary on the right die, so we'll call that a single pitch. And that's going to allow us to bring the 6 and the 8 up to $18. And when you guys go down to that 44 inside bet level, it's really hard to get some steam going. But once you get to this 3-unit level, the 18 on the 6 and 8, or 15 on the 5, 9, 4, 10, you can start picking up steam a little bit faster. So again, 3, 2, 3, 6. And all bets set. $84 brought back to the rack, 76 on the table right now. And dice out. And we got a 4, 6, 10. Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. So that's the first 10 for the day. Second 10. First 4, 6 though. And that's going to be a double pitch on that left die and a single pitch on the right die. So we'll call that a single pitch. 3, 2, 3, 6. And we're going to bring that 10 up to $15. So 102 brought back, 81 on the table. And all bets set. And we have a 1, 3, 4 Big Joe from Crapsee Journey once again. So that's our 3rd point hit on this shooter. We'll hopefully pick up a different one. We'll go for that fire bet. That's kind of cool, I guess. So that's going to be an implosion of that left die, and that is a primary on the right die. So one dice off axis. Again, $10 on the pass line, $2 craps check. 112 brought back to the rack, 83 on the table, and all bets set. A little bit high energy. We have a 7 on the come out here. So 167. So it's a single pitch on the right. We have implosion on that left. One dice off axis again with that single pitch. That is where a lot of your 7s come from on the 3V set, 2V set, and cross 6 set. So that was we did make some money off of that, off the pass line. Again, $2 craps check. Remember, our box numbers are off on during the come out. 3236, and I'll bet set. Guys, remember this coming Saturday, I'm going to be having 10 minutes with Coach Joe. If you see him in the chat often, he's actually coming to my house, so we're going to do an interview and a shooting session. So I'm kind of excited. It'll be the first time I've actually had somebody to my house to do that type of stuff. And we're going to be doing that about 11 o'clock Central Time. We have a 1-3, Ace Deuce 3 Alfredo sauce. So that is a pass line loser, but our craps check does pay out on that. So our numbers are going off a little bit there. Again, that is an implosion of that left die and an explosion of the right die. So that was a drift. So again, we're going to put $10 up on that pass line bet, keeping that $2 craps check. And all bets set. Still looking for a point here. We hit double digits on this shooter. Although the quality of it is not the greatest right now. A little short on that landing zone, but we have a 2-3 Justice 5. Justice Jen is in the house. So 5 will be our new point. And that is another unique point. So let's see if we can hit that 5. We'll make that 4-point fire bet, which again, like I said, does not happen very often for me, the fire bets. I get a lot of repeaters, but the fire bets are usually not that prevalent because I don't hit a ton of points usually. So the 2 was a single pitch and a primary, so they both stayed on axis that time. Call that a single pitch. So we're going to take that $10 off the 5. We're going to put it onto the 4. And we're going to call that all bets set right now. We've only had the opportunity to press up 3 numbers so far since we've made our point. We have 122 brought back to the rack, 81 on the table. And dice out. Ooh, that right one jumped. Caught the whatever, must caught the layout and jumped up. We got a 5-4 Big Mac, hard 9. That'd be Jeff from Mid-Atlantic Craps. So that's a single pitch of the left die and a double pitch of that right die. So they're both on axis. We'll call that a single pitch ultimately. Good morning, Clay. So we're going to press that 9 up to $15. And all we need to do is bring that 4 up to 15 and we'll be at the 96 across bet level. So 136 brought back to the rack, 86 on the table right now. And again, we're sticking all week with this 3-2-3-6 dice set. And our main goal is to interpret the dice as they land so it becomes second nature. All bets set. Dice crossed once again. We pack on that 325 Justice 5. So that is a consistent repeating number. And we hit that point, guys. So we got the 4-point fire bet hit. So that is nice. Let's see if we can pick up a 5-point. I've never done a 5-point before, so that'd be quite interesting. 146 brought back to the rack, 186 on the table currently. We're sticking with the $10 pass line bet. We're going to go $2 craps check. 3236. And all bets set. I kind of drifted those dice. I held on to it just a split second too long, but we end up with a 6-4-10. And guys, that is another unique point. So if we can pick up that 10 again, that'll be a 5-point fire bet. That would be a nice payout if you were on a fire bet table. I unfortunately do not have, thank you, replay fan, I unfortunately do not have a fire bet at my local. So we're going to take that $15 off the 10. We're going to go to $15 on the 5. So we are almost at the 96 across bet level here. And we'll call that all bets set, 3236. And dice out. And we have a 6-2, actually the 2-6 Duracell 8. Again, go out, support free live craps. Make sure you give that thumbs up on this video on your way out, please. Every little bit of help is appreciated. So that's going to allow us to press that 8 up to $30 now. So we're just going to be pressing the numbers that are hit. So we have the 8 at 30. That's $165 brought back to the rack, 98 on the table. Now, if I was smart, and I never said I was smart, but if I was smart, I would bring my bets down and just pick up the 6 and 8. So that way I would be able to recover some from those initial first 2 losses that we had. But anyhow, that was a single pitch on both of them. So that was a primary hit. That was a primary hit. So that was both dice on axis, and they both flipped over just one time backwards. And I'll bet set. So Clay says he's been involved in 2 5-point fire bets in the last month. One shooter set the 6th. Nicely opportunity. It can be, yes. If you have the fire bet on your table, like I said, unfortunately, I don't have those available at my local. I do when I go down to Chicago area to the Joliet Casino, they do have the fire bet available there, though. And we have a 1-4-5 horse and buggy. That is the first horse and buggy that we've thrown today. So what we're going to do with that now is we're going to make that 5 look like 25. So we're just going to, that's kind of a half press, if you will. 186 brought back, 108 on the table. So Clay is talking about if you have a fire bet available on your table, that would be a good, nice lay opportunity. So I would be laying the 10 right now for whatever amount. I believe the 5-point pays out, what, 150, I think it is, to 1. So for every $1 you have on there, it'd pay out $150, I do believe. So that way you'd consider that with your lay bet. By the way, the last one, that was an implosion of the left die and a double pitch on the right die, so we'll call that 1 dice off axis. 3-2, 3-6. Dice out. So, George, you got a 6-point yesterday in your life. That's awesome. I have never done a 5-point, so this will be a first for me if we can pick up the 10. Nice out. A little shorter than that landing zone, and the dice did cross after they landed. We have a 4-2, 6, a 2x4. So hitting that 6 again. Definitely the 6s and 8s are strong numbers today. Again, that's going to be an explosion on the right die. That would be a double pitch on the left dice. So we'll call that one dice off axis again. We're going to make the 6 look like $30 now. So 207 brought back to the rack, 120 on the table currently. You had a 67 roller. Wow, that's awesome. 3236. And I'll bet set. Let's see if we can hit that 10. That would be an awesome accomplishment for me. And we got close. We got close, guys. We got 3, 6, 9, center field 9. One number away. That's a primary on that left die. It's a single pitch on the right die, so we'll call that a single pitch. And we're going to make the 9 look like $25 now. So remember, guys, we started off with the 66 inside, I think, with this one. We went down to, or went up to 88, went back down to 44. Now we're almost at that 160 across bet level. If you're playing the ATS, we still need the 2 and 4. On the small, we need the 11 and 12 on the tall. I don't have an ATS bet out there right now. We have 3, 2, 3, 6. Looking for that 10. No, the 10 will be the 5th point right now, Clay. I have not hit a 5-point yet. So how about that? Here we go. Again, we hit that mixing bowl. The dice did cross after they came to rest. We have a 1-6 mixer again. The mechanics of that throw was not that great. But that's going to allow us to go to $42 on that 6. So now we're getting to the point where we're starting to press up nicely, and we're also bringing some nice money back to the rack. So 263 brought back, 142 on the table. That was a implosion of that left die. And the right die, that was a implosion as well. So we had a double implosion that time. Like I said, that was not a very good toss on my behalf. And dice up. And now we landed right at the base of the wall, and we have a 2, 3, 5, Justice 5. Again, that's a single pitch. That's a single pitch on the left, the primary on the right. And that's going to allow us to go to $35 on that 5 now. Clay says the last time he was at the 6 point, he laid the 6 point for 1,000 to win 500. So it must have been either the 4 or 10 that you laid. No one else at the table laid it. He said he does not think anybody understood the concept. Guys, if that's free money, it's free money. You know, that's one nice thing about that is it's guaranteed to win something on that. And that's also a nice way to do the ATS bet as well. 3236. A little bit of a high bounce there. We have magic, or not magic aces, we have OMC craps, all the dots and all the spots. Midnight. And Roger is back, if you guys have not noticed. Yesterday was his first day back from his surgery, back in the chats. And all we need is that mid-mo-yo for the tall if you're playing that. So I think that's our first 12 for the day. We have not thrown any 11s and no 2s today, only 1 3. So that's pretty decent hits, quality hits today, I guess, then. 3236. By the way, that was one die off axis on that last throw. That was an explosion of that left die. And I talked about craps numbers. Now we're starting to get them. We have a 3, 2, 1, ace deuce, Alfredo sauce. It's the second one we've had on this roll. George's roll kind of reminded me of the roll that I had during the dice tournament. When everybody said I was just showing off, and I wasn't. I was super happy about it, though. I was proud of that roll. 3236. And all bets set here, guys. It's out. And there we go, guys. We got that tall 5-6 mid-mo-yo. Too bad I was not betting that tall. So we like that screen up green. Only on one half of it. So that was a single pitch on the left die. That was a single pitch on the right die. So ultimately, it was actually a double pitch because of the way the dice rolled. Actually, no, that was a primary hit. No, that's a double pitch, double pitch. So 5 is right there, and the 6 is right there, so it's a double pitch of the dice. Okay, here we go. We got all bets set here, guys. George says he always jokes about showing off. I was just fortunate that day when I had that nice roll. That was enough to put me in the final 4, and then I choked on the final 4, and I lost to Eddie, who ultimately won the tournament, and he deserved it because he's a great shooter. And we got a 5-3 easy 8. Dice both flew off to the left side there, so that means that my wrist was twisted on the release, just slightly. They didn't go too far over, but they did a little bit. What's the stream? Huh. I have good connection here also, George. Yeah, I don't know. It says that I have excellent connection here. Anyway, that was the 8. We're going to press that to $42. Finally made a little bit of money off of that because I'm not picking up any of the horns at all. So we're at 333 brought into the rack, 164 on the table. If I, again, like I said, if I was smart, I would bring some of that back down, maybe that 96 across bet level, so that we would recover some of those first 2 shooters. But let's keep on going. Again, never said I was smart. 3236. And All bet set. I think that would be on your side, George. But anyhow, dice out. We got the 5-4, hard 9, Big Mac. And again, the dice rolled to the left there. So my wrist, I need to monitor that wrist position at the release. And sometimes when this happens now, guys, when I keep on consistently getting the dice to release crooked, I will actually go up and with the dice in my hand, I'll go to my end point with my hand. So I know exactly where it's square, and then I'll bring the dice down, reset them, and then go from there. So that was a 9 there. We're going to press the 9 to $35. Again, we'll go 3-2, 3-6. By the way, that was a single pitch of the die. So it was a double pitch on the right, single pitch on the left, so we'll call that a single pitch. All bet set. And dice out. Still looking for that 10, so we get that 5-point fire bet all the way. And that was a comfortable throw, guys. And we have the Ian double deuce. 2-2, hard 4. The Ian double deuce. It's the first double deuce we've had for a while. So we're going to be able to reposition the aluminum antenna. That's awesome, Clay. We're going to go to $15 on that 4. Teasing George there. By the way, that was a single pitch on that left die, and that was an explosion on the right die. So that's one die off axis. All bet set here. And we only have 2 people left in Crapsee, so whoever left, guys are missing out on a decent roll here. Dice out. And we have a 3-5-8, easy 8. That has been, again, like I said before, a very consistent number. And we are going to press that 8 up to $66 now. This week, George, I'm going to try to stay consistent with the 3-2, 3-6 so I can train my brain to figure the dice out without having to think about it too much. Otherwise, I would definitely change over to any suggestion that you may give me. But we're going to stick with that 3-2, 3-6. So again, like I said, I can interpret the results. By the way, this is a primary on the left. That was an implosion on that right. A while back, George had sent me a text critiquing and complimenting and suggesting differences that I could do, and he had come up with a couple he caught a couple of mistakes that I made on video, which I truly appreciate him doing. But one of the things that he did talk to me about is about how easy it is for him to read the dice, and he fails to remember that it's hard for other people sometimes. So I'm trying to come up with different little cheats here, so it does become second nature for me. And that was actually based off of a suggestion by George, you know, and this is why I'm doing this. So it actually does become second nature for me. And if I can figure it out, guys, and I can help you guys figure it out easier, hopefully it'll be easier to interpret at the table when you're at the casino. Dice did cross there, guys, as they landed. A little bit short of the landing zone, but we have a 6-5 mid-mo again. So sometimes people get inspiration in this least obvious ways, I guess. And George from afar actually inspires me in multiple different ways. Everything from the document that he shared with me to the critiques he's given me over the years to whatever. And again, very much appreciated. Very much appreciated. So Clay says, George, they tried rhythm rolling in AC. They made me take away my earbuds out. You know, that is actually something that I've seen happen. They do not want you to have earbuds in at the craps table. I've seen that multiple times in the past. And definitely not phones out at the table. So all that set. And we'll go 3-2, 3-6. By the way, that last one was an explosion of the left die and a implosion of the right die. So that was a drift. The left drift. Dice out. We got a 3-6-9 again. Easy, or center field 9. I thought that 10 was going to show. So we're going to press that 9 up to $60. We're going to drop a quarter onto it. So we have brought back to the rack 484. We have 228 on the table. So we're in the profit at least close to $260. Which does not sound like a lot for a lot of people, but for me that's a lot because I am doing such a low bet volume. I'm not putting a ton of money out on the table. So 3-2, 3-6, all bet set. Dice out. And another 6-3 center field 9. Just knocked the marker off on the table. 6-3-9. So we're going to press that 9 now up to $90. So we're going to drop 30 onto it. And that was a explosion of the left die and a primary on the right die. So 3-2, 3-6. All bet set. The most I've ever thrown live was a 35 roller. So let's see if we can get above 35 rolls. And again, we have a Ian double deuce. 2-2 hard 4. So we're going to press that 4 up to $25. That's something we really haven't thrown much of yet. Sorry, George. 3-2, 3-6. So that last one was a single pitch and an explosion. So one die off axis. So let's go all bet set. And dice out. And we got 5-1 mixer. The KitchenAid mixer. Now, I'm going to be going to the casino on Saturday with Coach Joe. After we do our live stream, we're going to take a ride up to Green Bay And again, it's a $10 table. Guys, it would be awesome if I had this roll up there that day. It would be really cool. That was a single pitch of that left die, and that was a single pitch of the right die. So that was actually a double pitch. No, that was a primary. Why do I keep on saying double pitch? That was a primary hit. So we're going to press that 6 up to 66 as well. So we've got 644 brought back to the rack. We have 292 on the table. Too bad I was not playing at ATS because the income would be a lot higher because I did hit the tall. We still need that 2 for the small, and that'll be the all then. So we're looking for a 10 now. And we got a 5-6 mid-mo yo again. So again, that is a single pitch on both die. Ultimately a double pitch because it's the front and the back of the dice. Does nothing for our bets. 3, 2, 3, 6. And that was a repeater, by the way. And I'll bet set. So this will tie my longest on screen, longest live throw on YouTube. And I hit that back wall that left die took off. But again, we have the Ian double deuce. So we're going to make a record for me today. This will be a record for my throwing live on YouTube. This next throw will be. So we have a 2-2 hard 4. Ian double deuce. So you deleted Crapsee on your iPhone and downloaded again Crapsee, and it's working today. I know Jeff had mentioned, by the way, we're going to go to $50 on that 4, by the way. Jeff had mentioned last night that they're going to be doing an update on the iOS and the Samsung related type phones, I think. It'll take a couple days to take effect. That's according to what Jeff had said. I have not heard anything from Crapsee for a while. So I'm not in the loop on a lot of that. 3, 2, 3, 6. Nice. And we have a 415 horse and buggy. That's a double pitch on that left die. And that is a, I'm drawing a blank here. Let's get this enter first before I forget. And that's a single pitch on that right die. So ultimately it's a single pitch. 3, 2, 3, 6. That was a 5, so we're gonna press that 5 up to $60. We've got 738 brought back to the rack, 342 on the table right now. Again, this would be a good time to reduce our bets. Let's do that one. So let's bring our bets down. We're gonna go to 96 across bet level. So we now have 91 on the table. So we have a profit of almost $600 on the table, or from the table. So let's go all bet set. 3, 2, 3, 6. We need either the 2 or the 10. little shorter than that landing zone, but we have a 314 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So we have surpassed my longest roll on YouTube so far. That's another repeater win. So 314. We're going to make that 4 look like $25. So now we're just going to start pressing to the moon here, guys. 3-2, 3-6. And that 3-1, guys, was a single pitch of the die. So that was a left primary and a single pitch on the right. All bet set. So George said I had a repeater on the 4, 8, 9, 11, and 5 so far. That's awesome. And we got all bets set here. So we're really racking up those roll quality score points. And the dice kissed, but we have a OMC Craps, all the dots and all the spots. Midnight. Was not too happy with that roll, with the mechanics of it, or the way they landed and came off the back wall, I should say. So ultimately, that was a explosion of the right die, a single pitch of the, I'm sorry, explosion of the left die, single pitch of the right die. Three, 2, 3, 6, sticking with. And a repeater on the 12. That's awesome. And I'll bet set. So repeater bets are what everybody that are trying to do dice influence is. That's our main goal, is to get those repeaters to hit. Because that's usually where the money is made. And we got a 628 Duracell 8 again. Again, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please consider doing so. And that goes for all the other channels that you watch on a consistent basis. If you like their content, go out and support their channels by hitting that subscribe button. It does not cost anything, guys. We're going to press that 8 up to $30. So that is 786 brought back to the rack. We have 113 on the table right now. That was an explosion of that left die and a explosion of the right die. So that's a double explosion. Dice, if I have to guess why they exploded, is they landed tight and they just kind of rolled off is why that happened. And that's my guesstimation. Face out. Guys, guess what we got? Guess what we got? We got a 6, 4, 10. Waylon's best friend weighing it in, Daddy Joe. And that is the 5-point fire bet. The first time I've ever thrown that. That is totally awesome. So we hit the 5-point here. Now we need to get that 9. If we can get the 9 and pick up the 6-point, that would be even way cooler. Something I don't ever expect happening. But anyhow, we're going to stick with a $10 pass line bet. We're going to stick with a $2 craps check, which I don't even know why I'm doing because I'm in profit. It doesn't matter if I lose that pass line right now. But it is what it is. Habits are good to keep. That was an explosion of that left die, and that was a double pitch of the right die. So let's call that one die off access. And all bets set. And this will definitely help my statistics on my brown belt level. So, thanks up. And we got a 5-6 mid-bow yo. So that is a natural pass line come out winner. And we are down to only 3 people watching. This must be a pretty boring show for everybody. I'm happy with it. 3236. Still looking for a point. $2 craps check again. And all bet set. And we got a 527. That is the Bruce. Do not become shark bait. Again, that's a come out winner, pass line natural. And that is only the second red that we've thrown the entire day. Third one. Fourth one. We had 2 come outs and 2 7 outs. So 3236. And $2 craps check. All bet set. Looking for a 2 or a 9 right now. 2 or 9. Hit that mixing bowl, guys. But we have a 2-3 Justice 5. Terrible throw, but lucky results. So 5 will be our point. Take that $15 out the 5, and let's put 10 on the 10. And I'll bet set. And that was a single pitch of the die, by the way. But again, like I said, that was a bad throw, so I really shouldn't really analyze that dice set, dice result. Dice out. Again, hit the mixing bowl there, guys. That right dice spun around. We got a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. So this is one of those rolls, guys, where dreams are made out of. We're going to press that 4 up to $50. Again, we've regressed several times already. We have 855 brought back to the rack, 133 on the table currently. And that was an implosion of that left die, and that was a primary on the right. And we're going to call that all bet set, dice out. And we finally got a 7 out. 3, 4, 7 out. Wow, that, guys, was an amazing roll. That was by far my longest on-screen roll at 45 rolls long. So let's go through, let's see what our results are for today. So we had 3 shooters. We had a 3, a 6, and a 45. That roll quality points on the third shooter was 716 roll quality points. We had a 18.0 SOR, 10.8 SRR with 2 come out 7s. Box numbers and inside numbers and 4s and 10s were all high. Horns come out 7s were low. Fields are a little bit above expected. Hardways are low. Definitely a light side play today. Our strong numbers were the 4 and the 8. And slightly that 11. Okay, looking back at my statistics now, on the brown belt up through yesterday. Through yesterday, we had 776 rolls recorded. We had an SOR of 9.78 up to that point and a SRR of 7.58. up to that point. So kind of gives you guys an idea of where I'm at with the brown belt level here. Today's results will definitely bring those numbers up a little bit there. But anyhow, hey guys, thanks for hanging on, the ones that have hung on the entire time. And I will be back tomorrow, same time, 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. But my name is Joe. This is my Craps Master dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. Everyone have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow.